In our last video, Scott gets a huge surprise and ends up having to eat crow. Well, not literally eat crow. You know what I mean. Here it is. What is happening?
Hey, I'm totally a paddleboard guy. Get this all figured out. I can assure you I'm not a paddleboard guy.
And this week,
in Florida, every time you open the umbrella, you're gonna get a surprise.
not one, not two, but 3 bottles of homemade moonshine.
Well, it's Death and Taxes Day.
I'm Tammy, and this is my husband Scott. We are 2 artists who, when faced with mounting health challenges, decided life's way too short. So we sold our home and most of our stuff to move into a home on wheels. And along with Gracie and Jasper, we've hit the road full time in search of new landscapes, experiences, and friends. We'd love to have you join us as we navigate our way through this RV lifestyle, and until further notice, our mission is explore, create, and inspire.
You know, the crazy thing about Florida is we have summer clouds all winter long, and I think that's kind of neat. They're like puffy, kind of little bit of rain and moisture up in there, but they're puffy and billowy. They're summer clouds. And back in Colorado, those things disappear all winter long.
Hot, 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 humid and hot.
All right. So once again, there's 2 things for sure in this life, and that's death and taxes. And I've got the hiccups. I've been trying to get rid of them for about 5 minutes. So we don't have a printer. We don't have room for a printer. They're a pain because you got to keep them full of toner and paper and whatnot. So living in an RV, we haven't had a printer. So every time I've got to do the printing, we look for an office store. And today we're going to go to the UPS store and make copies of all of our tax-related documents and get them off to the accountant today. That didn't work out too good. You can't use a flash drive to make prints from in the UPS store.
All right, no UPS, but they told us where there was a print shop down the road, so we're gonna go do that instead.
And some folks ask us, you know, where do we have to file in different states that we visit? No, it's you file in the states that you're domiciled in, or if you happen to have a corporation or some kind of a business in a different state than your domicile state, then of course you got to file a tax return. So the hardest thing about it's just keeping track of all your finances and filing taxes without a printer.
And we're no tax experts, so, you know, talk to your accountant or your H&R Block or whoever you use, but just assuming that wherever you're domiciled is where you're going to be filing taxes, no matter where you're parked in the world. But yeah, check that out for yourselves. That's what we do.
We got all the copies printed. They're in the envelope to go to the accountant. We went in here and the young gal that helped us, 5 minutes, we were in and out of there for $5, and she had them all collated and printed lickety-split. And I have a phobia of print shops. Back in the day when I had an office and I'd go into the printing room and I'd start printing things out, I would get so lost I'd have to call for help immediately. So.
Hey, we all have our things, our phobias. He usually drags me along to organize and do it all, but yeah, that was a lot quicker. Saved ourselves some times and broadened Scott's horizons. All right, off to drop these in the mail and call it a day. That is until we get the returns back and have to start writing checks. There's a million people coming.
Oh, go, hurry. We're losing our spot in line. In Florida, every time you open the umbrella, you're gonna get a surprise. And today's surprise is I opened up the umbrella out there and a little bat fell out and he's sitting on the table. Tammy's gloving up here, and she's going to put him in a dark box so he can hang out there until the vampire hours arrive tonight, and then he's going to hopefully take off. Poor guy.
He's so cute. He's itty bitty. Gonna make him a little nest to hang out in, and then we'll figure out what to do with him later. Hopefully he'll just perk up and fly away later.
Okay, stop the editing right now because I cannot find the bat footage, and you haven't been able to find the bat footage. I think maybe you lost it.
Nope. You lost it. It was on the camera you were using.
I think you probably filmed it. I mean, that's the problem, is you can't play the blame game when we're shooting with all these different cameras, and we have all these different methodologies of downloading images and video. And I mean, we've got terabyte city going on here with storage, and I've been through everything. And
a simple, I'm sorry I lost the very adorable bat footage of you putting the bat in the box would be suffice, but you can't admit you're wrong. The only file that's missing is that the camera Scott was using, where I got the cute little bat and put him in the cute little box, and it was adorable. So he thinks maybe another bat will fall out of the umbrella so we can recreate the scene for you, but I mean, I hope not. Anyway, just take my word for it. He was an adorable little bat, and there'll be more about the bat released later in the video, the footage that I didn't lose.
well, let's put it this way. I've never opened up an umbrella in the state of Florida before without something falling out.
Nope, nothing.
Okay, well, that's the first time ever I've opened up an umbrella in the state of Florida and nothing's fallen out.
And so I'm sorry, you guys, there's no adorable bat footage because Scott lost the amazing bat footage. Alright, back to the video. Today we have friends coming to visit us from the St. John's River side of life. We've loved Crystal River and Denellen and the Nature's Coast, but we have been missing our friends that we made last winter over on the St. John's River part of life in Florida. So we're super happy to see some of them today, and we hope some more of them will come over and visit us, and maybe we'll get a chance to go and visit them too. Here they come. What did you bring us, Larry?
I brought you some Peachy Beachy, some strawberry, and some root beer.
Okay.
It's homemade moonshine. I made it. It's not for sale.
Are we allowed to put this on YouTube?
It's my own making.
People are going to ask for your number.
Say not for sale.
Not for sale.
This is Nancy. Michael couldn't make it, but he last year always caught us fresh fish right from the St. John's. How many did you catch today?
35.
35.
Yep.
These ones are beautiful. I've only seen the fillet versions. And so Nancy brought us a cooler of fresh fish.
I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's so good to see our friends.
Yeah, we had a great visit with Larry and Peggy and Nancy from our old campground in Willaca. We had a good time.
Yeah. All these friends we made last winter when we were in Florida RVing. If you haven't seen those videos, check those out. But it's one of the good parts of this life is we've met a lot of amazing people. And it's fun to see some familiar faces. We've been really missing that this year. We're gonna have to have a fish fry and a moonshine party. But now it's just the two of us, so I'm not sure how exciting that's gonna be. I think the orange one was my favorite last time. Not that I make a habit of drinking moonshine, but it's dark out. I'm gonna go check on the bat and see if I have the box positioned right where he can get out and fly away. So I'm gonna do my best to do that without any cockroaches or anything yucky jumping out at me.
What do you mean cockroaches jumping out at you? You make it sound like we live in a horror show here. There's not cockroaches outside waiting to get you because it's dark, babe.
Cockroaches come out at night. Babe, trust me. Remember the convertible we had in Hawaii? We opened the door at night and the light came on and they all went. That's what's going through my mind right now as I step into the darkness of Florida with a flashlight. I'm afraid I'm gonna see cockroaches scurrying all about. But that's why we love our bats, because they eat bugs, right? Right. All right, let's go check on that little baby bat. Bat rescue mission.
Should we have a light
commencing.
on? Yeah, I guess turn the awning light on.
Like, I don't want to scare him if he's in there with the light.
Shine it in so we can see.
Hope he's not in there.
Well, we left.
There is a lot of bat poop in there.
Not that one.
No.
Good. We did a good deed.
He flew away. All he left behind was a little bat feces. One bat rescued. All right. Let's get out of the cockroach area.
Well, I'm feeling pretty good. Like we did a good deed, good Samaritan bat care deed today. I'm feeling pretty good about myself. How about you? You feeling good?
I'm feeling darn good. This guy's teasing me about the cockroaches, but he was afraid of the little cute bat, so anyway.
I wasn't afraid of it.
You were afraid
Just
of it.
didn't want to get bit by it.
Yeah. Did it want to bite you? It was terrified. It was shaking like a leaf.
Well, scared things bite.
They do, but it didn't bite. That's all that's going on here in the household.
Just batshit crazy here.
Yeah, just batshit crazy. Good night.
Scott and Tammy's Body Shop in business.